lafiya kullun zango sunan mu ya baka na gode da Allah da zan ba kai kotu lafiya ba ji kowa ba ba yi fada ba ba ci kowa ba an yi zaɓe ga lafiya kai shi lafiya na gode kuma da mutanen zango suka gwada da NDC soyayya
ba mu yadda o
AEV, that's AE Bakery. That's where I work for NDC as party agent.
Okay, fantastic. So I want to ask you some small questions about the vote.
Hello guys, welcome to Gamelandia. In today's episode, I am taking you through the aftermath of the election after we had already covered various polling stations in the morning. So as you can see, around 5 to 6, they had already started sorting. So we went around the polling stations we were able to cover earlier. So as you can see in the video displayed here, let me play the video. This was actually Roxy, our second polling station we covered in the morning. So as you can see, they are still sorting. They've not even started counting yet. They are separating the ballot papers and arranging them before they start counting. So we just left around trying to collect as much information as we can, just from the environment canvassed. And we left one of our reporters, our journalist there, and we actually head over to AEB, where we covered initially at the beginning of the video yesterday. So here you can see that we are at AEB and everything is going as planned. You can see I wouldn't call them mob, but you can see a lot of people anxiously awaiting the results to be counted. So even here, the results were not yet counted. They were still sorting, like what they were doing at Roxy. So we still left around, collected as much information as we can. One of our reporters stood there, but we went to another location altogether together with him. So as you can see, I think we moved on to War Station. Yeah, War Station. We left around quite a bit. There was still this misunderstanding, a little bit misunderstanding and what's not. So we left around and we actually moved on. So it's like around that time, all they were doing was like sorting. So we head over to Kufuor's house, where Kufuor did his votes. You can see that they were, they had actually even started counting, and the figures, we were not getting the accurate figures, so like we had to get the hell out of there. We intended to interview one of the people who agreed to take the interview with us, but then they said they had this A and B. They had already counted A and they were now going to count the B, a whole lot of complicated jazz. Sure. So we got the hell out of there. This was still a Kufuor's house, so it wasn't interesting. And I think it was lawyer who was leading also. So they had already started counting this. So we actually went back to AEB because we couldn't go to Ashtown, Abbey's Park, King's Palace, because my crew was very, very stretched thin and we couldn't cover more bases. And as you can see at AEB, we actually helped them a lot, provided them with light and stuff. Even though they were yelling at us, but they weren't paying us. We were doing our own thing. So our cameraman just exercised patience. You can see policeman pointing, give him direction as to where he should raise the light to. So we stood there as they counted. So as for that one, I'm gonna play the full video. Let's watch it.
94,
So as you can see, Retamu got like 221, lawyer got 77. The presidential, I wasn't, I couldn't cover it. Before we came, they had already, done. That's what they are counting over here. So, yeah. I think then let me give you another footage. So after the AEB, yeah, we are still at AEB. This was when they were counting the Retamu. The other one was the presidential. So we stood there a little bit, try to cover a lot of bases, even though it was very, we were quite stretched thin. So we waited, and after everything was done, we went ahead with our interview. So let's go watch this interview with this astonishing young man.
da ya bar aka fara zaben ga lafiya aka kare lafiya ba godiya muke mai kuma muna gode mutanen kasan Ghana kowa da kowa da iya suka fito suka yi zabe tunda kullun zango sunan mu ya bata na gode da Allah da zango aka yi kotu lafiya ba ji kowa ba ba yi fada ba ciji kowa ba an yi zaben ga lafiya kai shi lafiya na gode kuma da mutanen zango suka gwara da NDC soyayya insha Allah nasara ya zo don NDC don kasan Ghana da yunwa da fushi aka fito aka zo aka yi zabe sakaran jiyan Gano an kara kudin mai kudin lora an kara 15% lafiya Ghana muna wahala muna shan rana ka samu kudi ba ka sa abin da daga kullum an kara kudin kasa duba yau aka ga sun zo suna bada kudi kan da aka baka kudi kan foto ga face ni daga kai ba ka san abin da kake ciki ba 8 years yunwa na jinka ba baka kudi ba biya ma lati bele ba biya ma wata bele ba sai ranar zabe sha zo ana baka kudi da kare na da hankali ka samu mun gode da Allah da aka yi zaman lafiya aka kare lafiya aka fito aka yi vote insha Allah zuwa gobe dai kasan Ghana mun samu sabo president shine John Dramani Mahama mun gode da Allah da aka yi zaben ga lafiya aka lafiya Allah ba kowa an wanda kuma bai ci ba ya ankura wanda ya ci kuma mu duka mu daya mu haga an kullum mu duka mu zaman mai farin ciki mu gama kai an kullum mu duka area shi da Afia ko bin ga mun gode da Allah da suka bari ta da amuni jefuwa wallahi Afia ko bi alaba ashtan dichamso amuro kowa ya fito ya zo ta ba amuni jefuwa muna gode da Allah da suka gwada da matan nan soyayya mun gode da Allah insha Allah ga John ya cire ta da amuni kuma ta ce Afia ko bin ga dukka da amuro da dichamso muna roƙon Allah kai ta palments albarkacin Fatiha mun gode.
So after we were done with him, we went back to AEB, to interview people. We did not get the number we quite wanted because a lot of people are feeling shy with camera and whatnot. So, but we had Sir Ose, there is a very, very bright, what I call elder or a man, a very, very, respectful and very intelligent man over there. He was actually very open to, allow us to interview him. So this is the interview. Watch out.
Good evening. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
I hope everything is good.
Everything is alright by the grace of the Almighty Allah.
Okay, we thank God. Please, may I know your name? First of all, your name.
Yeah, I'm Muftau Ladan.
Muftau
Ladan from Alaba, Kumasi.
So which area you do around?
Like Alaba, where I work as a party agent.
Alaba AEB, right?
AEB, that's AE Bakery. That's where I work for NDC as party agent.
Okay, fantastic. So I want to ask you some small questions about the vote, how it goes, and tell us about the numbers that MPP or NDC have get. So can you give us the results?
We thank the Almighty Allah. We started the election at exactly 7:10 a.m. and we ended the election around 7 or 5 p.m. As usual, AEB Bakery is a hotspot, and we have 423 voters who have registered there. And when I went through the register, I realized that 11 voters have died. So 412 remain. But the vote that was cast was 302. That's at AEB Bakery here in Alaba. So when we go to the presidential, that is NDC, our candidate, as usual, as you know, is former President John Dramani Mahama, had 226 votes, and MPP, represented by Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, he also had 72 votes. So the total valid vote, that is those votes that were correctly recorded, that it is the addition of what Jomama had and what Dr. Baumia had. So when you add them, the total valid votes are 298. That's valid votes. And we had only 4 rejected votes here at AEB polling station. And LPG had, okay, the rest of the candidate, the rest of the 11 candidates had 0. Everyone got 0. No vote, even one. They had 0. And when we move to the parliamentary, we had 3 people or candidate contested. We have lawyer, what is the name? Nana Ewa. He had I'm talking about parliamentary. We have Amono Jemfua Rita, Amono Jemfua Anchi. She had 221 votes, 221 votes, and lawyer had 77 votes, and LPG, the LPG guy, I can't recollect his name. He represented the LPG party. He had only 1. So in a nutshell, this is the result of the vote that were cast at AEB Bakery here in Alaba.
How did you see the election goals? How did you see the people that have been coming to the vote? How did you see them?
Yeah, at Alaba here, AEB, I mean, we didn't have any confusion. Everybody, all the voters comported themselves. They voted according to how one should vote. So there wasn't any incident, there wasn't any pressure. We voted smoothly and we counted it smoothly. So there wasn't any problem. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, what are you going to tell to your people, like, Ghana? What are you going to tell them about the vote? Those who take the ballot box to do some rushing or to do some confusion. What are you
Yeah,
going to tell them?
my advice is as usual. Wherever I go, I say it. Don't to go and cause, confusion. If you go to any police station and you decide to snatch the box, it is not normal. You are putting yourself in a tight corner, in the danger. Let me put it, dangerous zone. You might be shot dead. So what my advice is that the election has ended. We should comport ourselves as we comported ourselves before the election and during the election and after the election too. I'm urging, or I am suggesting to all Ghanaians, we should what? Comport ourselves. We should wait for what? The electoral commissioner, Madam Jane Mansa. She is the referee for this 2024 election. She is the only person who has been given the mandate, the go ahead to what? To announce the result. So no one should come out before her to say party A or party B has won. So we should all wait. And after listening or hearing her, after her presentation of the result, we should accept it in good faith.
So that was basically it for the night because we couldn't go to Ashtown, the King's Palace, Abbey's Park, and a whole lot of areas we covered earlier in the morning. Police, they was the fire service. So you see, so we couldn't cover much grounds in the evening. But as you can see, we're able to bring you at least a little something. So like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like the videos. This will allow the YouTube algorithm to suggest our videos to more people. Till I see you next. Adios, amigos.